back to the G.B.B. guys. Jay once again. On the lines, I'm joined by Shan. Shans, what up?
Ça va?
Boy, we did it. We did it. Manchester United has rolled PSG in Paris on their own home turf. We've beaten them. 3-3 on aggregate. Manchester United go through on away goals. And only restores the feeling, man. Shans, how happy are you?
Oh, it truly is the great escape, for one. And secondly, just the fact that we were able to fight and get through to the next stage of the Champions League means so much, not just to this season, but seasons to come and for our legacy.
100%, man. Ollie, obviously in the Champions League, he's got pedigree in getting the job done. And he's done it this time. Obviously, 2 goals again from Lukaku. That's 6 in 3 for him. He's definitely back in form. His first touch still looks wobbly. He still looks like a giraffe on the ball. But when he can obviously put the ball in the back of the net the way that he did both times, obviously breaking past the defense on that beautiful run on the second minute or under 2 minutes, gets that first goal, which is exactly what we said we needed. An early goal to get the vibe, get the mood, get everyone in the right tone for the game. And obviously he mops up a bit of a spill there by G.B.B, puts the ball in the back of the net, and the game is on. Yes, they obviously did get a goal back to go 3-2 on aggregate. But, in the dying moments of the game, VAR, and this is a contentious one between Shannon and I think that the VAR decision is going to be the right decision, and it's up to the ref to take that advice and make the right call. The fact that the hand was away from the body says that it's a handball. Lucky VAR picked it up, because had this been the Premier League, that definitely wouldn't have been given. We wouldn't have had a second opportunity if the ref didn't make the call for the penalty. But in this case, Shannon, I don't know how many birthday wishes you gave up for that one, but it was worth it, don't you think?
Absolutely. Not only that, we played so well after the initial set-up play when Bailey was subbed off, only because Bailey was affecting the game negatively, and the way we were set up wasn't conducive to getting a win. But Solskjaer, to his credit, and another tick towards giving him the permanent managership, made the game changes when he needed to, was brave enough to do that early on. And the fact that, like you say, Romelu went out and scored that goal early, it set us in good stead to be able to win. We didn't defend particularly amazingly, but going forward, we were absolutely brilliant. And again, Rashford getting that goal, holding his nerve, the fact that it was his first penalty that he's taken, and it was against G.B.B in a Champions League match, that's going to build confidence for the next 3 to 4 years for the kid.
Boy, I can't stop smiling, Shan. Every time you say things like that. Look, I do feel for Gigi. Obviously, he doesn't get through to the World Cup in 2018 because Italy don't qualify. And again, we deny him the opportunity to go to a Champions League final and possibly win it. But the feeling of being back in contention, being one of the big clubs in Europe again, it's intangible. To be able to even put words to it is pretty difficult. The biggest thing that we've got to say, obviously, about this game is PSG went into the game unchanged. Manchester United had 2 changes from the game, our previous game. And obviously, we didn't have the option of having Pogba, Martial, Jesse Lingard, and a few others. Matic didn't play either. We had, I think the stat is we had 10 first team players out to injury, and we played, I think, a minimum of 5 academy players within that 11 squad by the time the game ended. We had Tahith Chong on the field, we had Mason Greenwood, we had Marcus Rashford, we had McTominay, we had Pereira at a point. That's 5 academy products in a starting 11 for a Champions League qualifying game that we went into with a goal deficit of two goals on away, and we came back to win it. I can't express how I felt watching that game because it was absolutely fantastic to see. That is the Manchester United of old. And the fact that Alex Ferguson was in the stadium just, makes the feeling so much better. So much better. Obviously, a student of the game, a student of the club, leading us to that victory. Ollie obviously knows what it takes to get a result in the Champions League of his past history. And, I'm absolutely over the moon and ecstatic that we'll be going over to the next round. Hopefully by then we'll have quite a few of those players that are out at the moment back in. But it's got to be said, for a long time having lost Martial, Lingard, and Rashford being injured for a period of time, having to bring in Sanchez and Lukaku up front, and having to rotate our midfield and, bringing in a young McTominay who hasn't played very many games, they got the job done. And I tell you what, it's all for the badge. This is something that we didn't see under Mourinho. We didn't see the team playing as a cohesive unit. We didn't see the spark and the flair and the passion and the love for the club there. We're seeing it now. And with exactly the same players that he had at his disposal, what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been able to do with this team is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I'm a massive advocate. I said in the first leg, if we could get a win there, give Ole the job. Ole's gone and lost the first game. He's only lost within his tenure so far at Manchester United. Goes down with a 2-goal deficit, goes to Paris and gets the win regardless. For me, he takes the job. There's no one better suited at the moment to work with this group of players. Obviously, we know that there's been a lack of investment into the squad, and the investment that we have made in players such as Lukaku and Sanchez, one of which is still not fulfilling the expectations. Lukaku is now finding his feet, which he pretty much lost under Jose. And then you've got Marcus Rashford, he's stepped up and he's done the business in a massive game. He's taken on the responsibility, and he's put the ball past Gigi Buffon, one of the best keepers to have ever played the game, and denies him the opportunity to go on to the final stage. Obviously, that wasn't his intent. His intent was to take Manchester United up and on, which he obviously did. And I'm stumbling on words because of how much that win means to me as a Manchester United supporter. Shan, I'll let you talk for a little bit and I'll catch my breath.
The one thing I have to say is, Gigi, as good as he is, he didn't have a particularly good game. For the first goal, there is a mistake in that back pass that's going towards Thiago, and Romelu catches up with the ball, touches it past Buffon. At that point, Buffon is sort of stuck in either no man's land, not coming out quick enough to meet Lukaku, and not falling back enough to be on his line to be able to save that goal. So that's point number one. Number two, that second goal, he could have cleaned that up a bit better. I'm not talking in terms of that shot being soft, because that was a rocket that came at him firstly, that ricocheted off his arms, and he did well enough to stop it, but he could have done better with it and grabbed hold of it. And thirdly, with the penalty, I don't think there was any way he was going to stop that. The way Rashford took that penalty on, started his run, a little bit of a stutter in the middle, and then finished it off, it was fantastic. So, Gigi, yes, he's a great keeper, but in that stage of the Champions League, if I was a PSG supporter or Gigi was my keeper, I would be woefully disappointed in the fact that he wasn't able to hold out when he had such an advantage to begin with. Him and the poetic justice that Kimpembe, who was their goal scorer in the first leg, happened to give us the penalty that saw them out of the Champions League. It's got to be said, I'm feeling for him. But, of course, like you say, the fact that we move on, the fact that the legacy grows, the fact that we could very possibly, at this point, with the belief and the fighting spirit that we're showing, I dare say it, we could win the Champions League.
You know, we go into the next round with quite a few other teams that have done the unexpected. Obviously, Ajax, what they did, as well as Porto, to get past Roma, respectively, and Real Madrid. This could shape up to be the most exciting year of the Champions League for a very long time. Most of the time, you know who's going to make the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and then the finals. You know, it's usually the team elect that make it through. This time, it's a feel-good story. It's almost a script from a movie to see Ajax go through based on their obviously negative goal difference against Real Madrid. Porto to do what they did against Roma, and for us to do what we did against PSG. It could be the underdogs here. Yes, Manchester United are a big team, but the way that we've performed previously over the last couple of years in the Champions League and other leagues, we're definitely probably in the same boat as Ajax and Porto. No one expected us to be here, but we're here. Shannon, you were saying before?
I beg your pardon?
Were you saying anything before there?
Well, I mean, in terms of moving forward, those teams left in the Champions League, we've got a few English opposition. Now, it's unavoidable that we won't verse one or two of those top four that are from England playing in the Champions League and moving forward. Undecided as yet, but either way, moving forward in the Champions League, it's going to be no walk in the park. We're going to come up against stiffer and harder opposition with higher pressure games. And the fact that we're still playing the Prem, we're still playing in the FA, it can only get harder from here. Hopefully when our injuries clear up, we've got some players back, we've got some movements in the team, we can bet our money better and come up with better odds to be able to win the Champions League. But that being said, I don't think our young boys are faltering in any way. The fact that, like you say, we've got 5 players from our academy that played in that match, let's see them build and grow and become the United players and have that academy-based legacy that moves on in this Champions League.
Said too well there, Shans. Way too well. Guys, what can we say more about this? We know we've rambled on for a little while. We're obviously just happy with the result. Guys, I want to thank Shannon for jumping on the line. Thank you all for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Check us out on all our social media platforms. And we'll see you in the preview for the next game. All I can say is, come on, United. Guys, thanks for joining us again. Shot.